Hi everyone, my name is Oliver. I'm from Simply for Strings based in Brisbane, and today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your instrument. The easiest way to do this is when you're changing the strings on your instrument. So if you're changing all four, you'll have the bridge down and you have a bit more maneuverability of cleaning your instrument. There's a couple of things you're going to need to clean it. We use a couple of products made by some string companies that are really good for cleaning the body of your instrument. There's the William Hill cleaning preparation, there's the string cleaner by Parastro, and there's the VL varnish oil that's really good for getting a good shine out of your instrument. You also may need a microfiber cleaning cloth, which is really good if you don't have one already. Then we have a small mesh on them that is quite good for getting off stubborn rosin that is stuck on the body. I've got a violin here that has some rosin on the body, and hopefully by the end of today it'll be nice and clean, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing you need to do is take the strings off the instrument. I would do this very, very slowly by turning the pegs. Now there is what we call the sound post inside the body of the violin. If you unwind all the strings very quickly, the body can expand because there's no longer any pressure on it, which can actually make the sound post fall over. So you want to unwind them very slowly and decrease the pressure on the body slowly so that it doesn't expand quickly and the sound post doesn't fall over. So once the strings are really loose and slack, you can start taking them off just by unwinding it, and you should be able to just pull it at the bottom there, and that's all you need to do. I probably just flip the bridge off, nice and easy. So once you've got all the strings off, you'll have a bridge that's now in place and a very loose tailpiece, which will be on the end here, will be wobbling about. Now you don't want the tailpiece against the body, as it can scratch the body here, so either just take it off or keep it on and put a bit of cloth underneath it to stop it from scratching. I'm just going to take it off because I think that's a bit easier and lets you get to a bit more of the body. When you do it, the first thing you're going to use is the Hill preparation cleaner, which I have down here. Now the way I do this is I just get a little bit on a cloth. It doesn't have to be a microfiber cleaning cloth, this can be any cloth. And just put a bit on there. And then with two fingers just apply it kind of all over the body. Now when you're applying anything to the body of your violin, make sure you're not putting pressure around the F-holes. They're the weakest part of the body and you don't want to crack the body of your violin, that would be a nightmare. So make sure when you're going over there, it's nice light touches. Here you can apply a little bit more pressure, and you want to apply a little bit of pressure under here to get that grounding rosin off if you have any there. And this should, with a bit of elbow grease, bring that rosin out. If it's really tough to get the rosin out, using a microfiber cloth will help. So once you're happy that the body of your instrument is as clean as you're going to get it, you move on to the pegs. Right now I've still got the strings attached, but if you're changing all your strings, you'll need to take them off anyway. If you are not changing your strings and you just wanted to clean the body, I would recommend cleaning the pegs as well, but it's up to you whether you think they need it or not. If you're finding it hard to turn them, or they're not sticking, they're slipping a little bit, they might need a little bit of a clean. So I'm going to show you how to clean the pegs. So obviously you need the strings off, so just unwind this to get one of the strings off. And then what you want to do is take the peg completely out of the peg box. Do this one at a time, don't take all the pegs out of the peg box at once because they are fitted to their specific hole, so if you get confused it might be a bit of a nightmare trying to get them back in. Once you've got the peg out, you're going to need to clean the dirt that gets on there. Now at the shop here we use a bit of steel wool. It's a very mildly abrasive fabric that cleans the pegs without scratching them or damaging them. You simply just put it in and just kind of wind it around, give it a real good clean, And then once you take it out, yeah, much cleaner. Once you've done that, I just quickly wipe it off with a microfiber cloth just to really make sure it's clean. Now that's nice and clean. Now, again, if your pegs are fitted very well, you won't need this, but I always like to add a little bit of peg paste to the peg, which helps it turn really smoothly. You don't need very much, and you don't apply it across the whole peg. You only want it on the parts of the peg that actually touch the scroll box. To figure that out, just put the peg into the box, push it in so it's nice and tight, and then just turn it, take it out, and there should be two shiny parts of the peg, and those are the shiny parts are the way you're going to apply your peg paste. So we take it out and just start applying the peg paste. So once you've applied your peg paste, simply put the peg back in the peg hole, give it a turn just so the peg paste is now on the peg and on the inside of the scroll. And there you go. Now that you should be able to put it in real nice and tight, but it also turns nice and smooth. And you want to do that to all the pegs one by one. Once you've done all that and you've cleaned the body of the instrument, you can also use the two cleaners I've used on the neck as well. And to help clean the neck, you will get dirt on the neck from underneath your fingers, and you can also use it on the chin rest as well. So once you've done that, you're going to need to put the bridge back on and the tailpiece back on. All pretty simple. The tailpiece has a little bit of rope there that just simply goes around the end pin and goes back on, and then you just want to, before you put the bridge back on, put a couple of the strings back in just to keep it in place, otherwise it's going to keep falling off. So I've just got two of the strings here. While the strings are still nice and slack, you want to get the bridge and just slot it under the strings and stand it up. You want the tall side of the bridge on the left hand side looking down at the instrument like that. This is where the G string has to lie on the tall side of the bridge, and simply just put it in, and because the strings are slack you should be able to just slide it up and then just apply some tension to the strings, keeping an eye on the bridge so it doesn't fall over. Just apply some tension so it keeps the bridge in place. There you go. And now you want to make sure that the bridge is dead straight at the back, it's not leaning to one side. Just make sure of that. And then you want to make sure that the bridge is dead in the middle between the two F holes, and there's two little lines on the F holes. It's got to sit right in the middle of those. So I'll just make sure of that and try and make it sit right in the middle of the neck as well, so the strings are nice and even on the neck, they're not too much to one side. Once you've done that, apply a little bit more pressure because the bridge should be now in the right place, all the while keeping an eye on making sure the bridge doesn't tip forward or backwards as you tune it. Now you can also clean your strings using the string cleaner, the Prashio string cleaner, and I'll show you how to do that very quickly. You don't need much of this. This will last you, a pot of this will last you a long time. Get microfiber cleaning cloth is best for this because some of the dirt can really be stuck on the strings. Just get a finger, pop a little bit on, and then on that wet part just pinch the string and go up and down the string, and that's all you need to do a couple of times, and you'll be surprised the amount of dirt that comes off your strings. Once you've done that, always making sure that bridge is in the right place, you should be good to go. Watch our how to change your strings video next if you are changing your strings. If not, maybe how to tune your instrument video too. Thanks.